Welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to be looking at a set of photographic reference books that I bought off of eBay. So let's open the box and see what's in there. I know this says Pop-Tarts. The seller clearly delivered it in a different package than the original. And I always look at eBay for a variety of different things. And you all know my love for vintage Kodak. So what we got today is a set of the Kodak Encyclopedia of Practical Photography. And it's a 14-book volume. This is an index that goes with it. I've never seen these books before. I have no idea what's in them. But they look in fantastic condition. Okay. So here we are, whole set. We'll put that over there. So there's a little bit of shelf wear on the bottom. You can see the edge here. A little bit of shelf wear there. But as far as the spine goes, all of these look practically new. They are numbered 1 through 14. It also says on here A through BAB, BAC through CHA, that sort of thing. So nice and organized. Let's go through them and see what's in. Let's take a look at the index real quick. Got all sorts of different stuff here. Characteristic curves, professional darkroom, densitometry, ectopan, depth of field. So it looks like it's going to cover a large variety of different topics. How much in depth though? That's what we're going to open this up and see. So let's just go through a few different ones. It looks like this did belong to a studio in Scottsburg, Indiana a long time ago. But I am not sure Mr. McLean here ever opened these up. So let's just flip through a few, see what we've got. When are these published, by the way? 77. Oh, that's the year I was published. So looks like these are going to be 44 years old. Interesting what they do choose to talk about. Here we have an article about Ernst Abbe. Realize that's probably not the correct pronunciation. It's German, could be Abbe. But it is, he did quite a bit with lens design, early camera lens design. But he came up with something called the Abbe value, which is used in lenses and reference about lenses. And the Abbe value talks about the dispersion of light. So if you think of like the Pink Floyd album cover with the prism, white light goes in, rainbow comes out. When they're talking about dispersion, they're talking about like how wide the rainbow spreads coming out the other side. So a little bit of dispersion, not a wide rainbow, wide dispersion, wide rainbow. The Abbe value talks about those effects and quantified. Usually it's the opposite end of the spectrum of refractive index, which is how thick a lens will be based on its refractive power. So a high refractive index would be a thin lens but high dispersion, so wide rainbow. And then a thicker lens would have a low refractive index, small rainbow, typically. Okay, getting straight into things like definitions: acetic acid, acetone, achromatic, action photography. So this is pretty cool. Photos are definitely dated. And it is clearly set up like a encyclopedia. It's going to have little blurb articles based on these topics. Ooh, agitation. Very nice. We've got albumin, and we've got quite a few recipes, formulas for albumin work. All right, let's check out another one. Yeah, so we got some lighting techniques like backlight. How do we backlight? What is this here? 2 negative technique. Okay, so we definitely have some lighting here. Oh, backgrounds. How to eliminate a background. Business methods. So, if you want some basics on business methods and you don't want to go to business school and learn about it, you can read a book from Kodak from 1977. Ooh, carbon and carbro printing. We got pretty good long article here with lots of reference formulas. Tricolor carbro. Some examples. Very, very nice. Okay, let's check out another one. Apparently there's so much stuff for C, we use the same cover. We have 2 copies, or 2 volumes, just for C. What have we got here? Dance photography, dark field illumination. We'll check that one out. Photometry, depth of field, desensitizing, daguerreotype. Maybe we've got some formulas for daguerreotype in there. A copy stand. Just a little bit about daguerreotype, not as much as you would like in order to be able to maybe do the process. We've got darkroom planning. We've got some better books than this for that. Professional darkroom planning. Duvet color, that's a very old process of screening. Emulsion making, very interesting. Got actually some basic instructions and formulas for making an emulsion. That's interesting. Some very dated fashion photography. We have masking, very interesting topic, something I need to make more videos about. If you're interested in circles of confusion and how we have certain math formula with optics, this looks like a pretty good article. It's going on for several pages. Panoramas with regular cameras. So we've got some good ideas about nodal points, how things are meant to line up, how to make them line up. Another topic that is on my master list of things to cover one day. A lot about portraiture, that great 70s look. Tone reproduction. It's a good topic to go over one day. Zone system, so some good basics there. So that's the collection. It's a very interesting reference set. There's a lot for me to dive into. Obviously, I've only spent these few minutes with you all going through it. There's definitely one to go through it a little bit more, see what we have in more depth. Some of the topics, a bit dated. Some of the examples, definitely dated. But otherwise, it looks like there's a lot here to really keep my interest, and maybe some new things even for me, even though I've been doing this for a while. Because a lot of the math stuff, I know it theoretically. I've not really gone through some of the math on certain things to calculate. And this gives me a really good reference in order to go to it and find it a lot quicker than having to go through a bunch of different sources for that sort of stuff. Some of the other things like processes, the Carbro and carbon process, looks like it may have some pretty good detail on maybe to get started doing that process. So we'll check that out another time. So if you're in the market for a good reference set, I found this one on eBay. It was like $20 or $30 for the set. So I'm sure you can find more. There were several listed. Sometimes it's an individual book. Sometimes it's the whole 14 set. In my case, it's 14 set plus the index. So definitely worth some space on my shelving. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in a set like this, start looking around. I didn't even know it existed. Just happened to come by it on eBay. So get out there, make some photographs, read about photographs, and we'll see you next time.